everybody. So standing outside Big Bend National Park. Literally our campground is right over that way, which is awesome. Come along with us and come enjoy Big Bend. So we just stopped at Panther Junction, got some gifts for family
and a map
and another map with all the hiking trails. It's all outside right now and it's completely contactless, which is awesome based off the environment.
Very well set up.
And so yeah, we're gonna go get some fuel and then head to Santa Elena, see if we can get some good views before the evening's over. So sitting here at the pump, just a heads up, fuel prices are through the roof in this park. It's $2.68 for diesel, where we just were was $1.68. So almost an entire dollar, well actually a dollar more than most places. Oh, that's me. Not a whole lot here. And it's a small pump, like there's one diesel pump for each side. It's in the middle between two gas pumps. So if you drive a big diesel, you are going to be blocking the way and people are going to stare at you like the person back there was. But that's all right. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to have a good time. And here comes Amanda with the snacks, and we're going to go drive the Roswell Scenic Highway to get to Santa Elena Canyon. One thing we didn't account for, or didn't even plan for, was just how beautiful it is. We've been on the park for like 25 minutes. We've stopped like 17 times, it seems like. Let me give you a great example of what. So we just made a left turn going to the Scenic Highway. And check this out. This is what's behind us right now. Another 10 minutes down the road, another stop by the boss. So we are driving next to the, I guess, the Santa Elena Canyon rim. I really don't know what to call it, but as you can see through my my window, this thing is incredibly tall. It's so tall it's blocking the sun, and it's like 4 p.m. right now.
And we've been watching it get closer and closer for like 25 minutes.
Yeah, but
I cannot believe this.
Pretty incredible. So I'm gonna hand this off to Amanda since I'm driving and I'll direct. But such an incredible view. I mean, if for anybody that's a Game of Thrones fans, if you covered the north wall in dirt, this is what it would look like. But man, it is stunningly beautiful. We ended up stopping like 12 more times. Even walked and hiked a quick trail. We had to.
But I wish you could see it through there, which, oh, you kind of can. It is just absolutely stunning. Let's get a little bit closer.
Walked in the 2-minute walk into Santa Elena Canyon. Turn around, give you a look.
Oh my gosh.
But so the next thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna hike along the trail that's over there. So one super quick pro tip, we walked all the way to the end of the trail, is don't go to the end. There's actually a couple of places, you can see they're over there sitting on it, but there's places where you can sit on rocks and just get a stunning view. if you go to the very end, there's actually a big shelf rock that gets in the way. So good morning, everybody. Just woke up, walked outside, and such a beautiful day. And look forward to trying to figure out what we're going to do today. Today was kind of an unplanned day for choosing whatever hike, whether we want to go up or down. And yeah, so that's pretty much where we are at this point. This campground, not a lot to it, but it's everything that we need, and it's phenomenal. It's right outside the park. So yeah.
Let's go tackle day 2.
Day 2, Big Bend. Coming up to the ranger station. And the entrance station is...
Please proceed. So we're heading on in.
We actually encountered somebody yesterday that had this same situation, and this is one of the regrettable things about Big Bend and the National Park Service right now is they are so understaffed that they can't always man their locations.
Due to COVID right now.
Due to COVID. And so technically you can get into the park for free. However, we encourage you not to do that. Like if you get a chance, stop and pay. Whether you're on your way out or on your way in, because that money goes towards feeding the budget for Big Bend. And as Amanda scrolls around, you can see this entire area that we're looking at right now. This is all part of Big Bend right now, and like as far as you can see in every direction. So please help keep our national parks strong and healthy and financially secure. But other than that, we're gonna get going so we can go hiking.
Woo!
So we're on our way to Lost Mine Trail, and Amanda says, "Ooh, stop!" again. So currently at a prehistoric exhibit. Get to the Lost Mine parking area, and it's filled for
busy
as far as we could go.
Yeah.
Ooh, that cloud's nice. But so drove another mile and a half down the road, coming up to Window Trail. We're gonna hike in from the amphitheater. For those that don't know what the amphitheater is, I'll just do a quick 360. Basically, you are surrounded by mountains in every direction. It's actually kind of incredible. Some people have their rigs here like pretty good sized fifth wheels.
Which is impressive because those roads have switchbacks like this. Woo.
So, all right, well, let's get going. So we just want to take a second to tell you how much, even though we didn't get to do the trail we wanted to today, like...
Well, we did. This is the second one. We didn't do the first one we wanted. This is the second one we wanted to do.
But this is amazing. Like, not disappointed in any way, shape, or form. Everywhere we've been walking, everywhere we've been going, it's just been absolutely stunning. We're on, what's it called?
Grapevine?
On the Grapevine Trail. About 6 miles off-road, or on unimproved road. And it's very windy. And we're going to a place called Leaning Rock. So we're gonna keep on walking. This one's not that bad. It only has an 80-foot elevation gain over 2 miles. So it's more of a walk than a hike. So we just finished going up to Balance Rock. It was incredibly windy.
And whoo, am I tired. My go is almost gone.
And so, great picture spot. Be patient. It's, you know, it's a real famous spot, but check out these photos.
Stop for today is the Lost Mine Trail. We tried to get to that yesterday, but we did not wake up early enough, and the parking lot was absolutely packed, and even the side of the road all day long.
It is 5:45 in the morning right now. We were walking our dogs this morning. It was gorgeous. Once again, this is one of the darkest places in the country, like with almost zero light pollution. And where we were with all the campers and everything's all lit up, you can still see more stars than ever. It's incredible.
Alright, so we are here. The sun came up very quickly over those mountains. Luckily we got to get a spot before it's starting to fill up really quickly, and about 4 of those cars literally just pulled in a minute ago. So now that we're at the top, we stopped to have a snack and hydrate. So a couple tips. Please make sure you have the right footwear. Make sure you bring plenty of water. Make sure that you also have maybe something to put in your stomach, like I don't know, Cliff Bar, crackers or something like that, because you do need energy to go back down. And please bring a camera.
It's a little windy. All right, so we are on our way down. Definitely a lot more enjoyable as far as being able to breathe. But yeah, get here early, because we got up there and there was like maybe 5 other families there. And as we were leaving, it was like a train coming in. So, but cool part is as you go down, you get to see the views. Not necessarily worrying about where your feet need to go, because you're sort of just looking as you walk downward, which is nice. All right, guys. So as far as hiking here, just give you my take on it. I have hiked a good portion of the Appalachian Trail. I've climbed Mount Fuji. I've hiked in the Highlands of Scotland, in France, in the Swiss Alps. This is one of the most beautiful places that I've ever hiked. Like back to back every day, we stop and we walk somewhere, and it's just a breathtaking view. Absolutely, this has to be put on a bucket list at some point in your life. But as far as being very friendly towards capabilities, there a certain amount of preparation is encouraged for sure, because some of these hikes are pretty long, and for some, depending on fitness level, could be pretty strenuous. Like today, we're 3.5 miles in. We got about another 2 miles or so to go before we reach the bottom, and I could see how this could be really taxing, especially during the summer if it was warm. Right now it's pretty chilly, and we have a good breeze. So I think it's worth mentioning that wherever you drive in this park, there's frequent roadside stops. It actually has a little road runner. It says exhibit ahead. And so we're stopping at this one. Sorry, it's a little windy, We're stopping at this one, and it's talking about the Chihuahuan Desert, and it's literally just in the middle of nowhere. And one of the cool parts is so we just finished hiking, and we came from that mountain area, the Chizos mountain area, and then just drove probably 20 minutes, and now we're in the middle of this giant basin. That's just, I mean, it's just gorgeous everywhere we look. And then there's a little trail right here that we're walking, and there's another exhibit a little bit further into the desert. So plan your time, plan your trips, and when you come here, it's like, hey, I'm gonna drive 1 hour here, 1 hour there. You need to add an extra 30 minutes to plan for the what I call it the wife stop factor, where where my wife says, hey, stop here, pull off to the side. But so far we've had a blast doing it, and it's just been incredible. So we are now at the other end of the park at the Rio Grande Village Nature Trail. It's actually right near the RV park, which is really nice. But it is a little toasty, but come on, we're gonna take a little walk down this. It's not hard, it's all flat, and it's supposed to be really beautiful. Alright, so we are here at the Boquillas Canyon Trail, overlooking the Rio Grande. So, sorry it's a little windy, but one of the coolest things that we've seen so far is across the Rio Grande into Mexico, actually right back there, is a singer. His name is Jesus, because he has a donation jar over here, and he is serenading everybody as we go by. As we go into Boquillas Canyon, which is behind me, it's such a neat experience, incredible. So Amanda, what do you think?
I think I want to go swimming.
It's pretty incredible. These canyons are incredibly tall. They almost look, well, they do look fake as we look up and around.
I can't believe that this place is real. Like, when I think of Big Bend, this is not what I thought we would encounter. I did not think that we would see such beautiful canyons, that there would be, I mean, I knew the Rio Grande was here, but I didn't expect all of this. Like, every single hike that we've been on has more than exceeded my expectations. When I think of Big Bend, even though I did the research, I think of just, you know, flat, dusty plains with some...
And St. Elena Canyon.
Right, and then St. Elena, and then everything else is just, you know, cactus and dust and stuff. But it's so much more than that. Every single day, it just, the bar keeps going higher.
It's awesome.
All right, good morning, everyone. So we are back in the Chizos Basin by the Lost Mine Trail. and we are doing a little bit of some night photography. And we have our headlamps, we have some coffee, and Jeff is taking some awesome photos. So we have been sleeping in the car. Well, I have been sleeping in the car. Jeff got up and drove us to a new spot. Update on where we are. We didn't drive just into the Chizos. We also drive all the way to Mule Ear, which I can see off in the distance, and now we're all the way at Santa Elena, which we got a time lapse of, but this is what Jeff's doing.
Good morning, everyone. So we have been up since about 2 a.m. watching, doing some stargazing and some astrophotography. Hopefully you've got to see those already. And currently we made it to Santa Elena Canyon to watch the sunrise, which is awesome. Fun fact, the sunrise, so Santa Elena Canyon is that way and the sun is coming up from over here. So it's actually kind of cool, so it's because it comes from darkness and fades into light. Really, really pretty, really awesome. And then behind me, I don't know if you can see it, here is all of the Chizos Mountains. It's just stunning. There's no way to describe it. I'm taking pictures with my camera. I'm gonna throw some photos on this video as well, just so everybody can see it. But it was definitely worth getting up and driving the hour and a half across the entire park to get to here to take these kind of photos. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it so far. Time of day matters, and this is just, it's absolutely an incredible view. And we're the only people here. Like, we drove for 2 hours across the park past one car, and that's it. So this is awesome. So we are in Big Bend Ranch State Park. After a long night of stargazing and astrophotography, went back, rested a little bit, and now we are headed to Closed Canyon. And it's supposedly one of the best slot canyons, if not the best, in Texas, according to my research being as many websites as I could find on closed canyons in the area. So we came through Big Bend and came through the town of Terralingua, which is a very interesting and unique town.
It is absolutely wild, and the roads are just up and like we're going down a huge road right now. There's a bunch of abandoned places, and then there's this random golf retreat and spa, and then everything else is abandoned past that. It's a very interesting area. The roads are fun to drive on, but you do need to be very careful because they are windy and curvy.
So we're gonna head on to the canyon, and we're pleasantly pleased to find out that dogs are allowed in the closed canyon, or on the closed canyon trail. Something that if you have dogs, Big Bend does not allow any dogs pretty much anywhere in the park. Their general rule of thumb is that dogs can go where your car can go. So if you can drive there and park there and sit, dogs are good. But if you're going to be getting out and hiking, dogs are not allowed to follow you. So Closed Canyon does allow us the opportunity to bring the dogs with us. And since they've been laying around the house being very lazy the last couple of days, we're excited to get them out and get them some good exercise and hopefully some cool pictures and videos for memories. So, all right, well, we're gonna continue driving. We have about 17 more miles, and then we'll pick this back up when we get in the canyon.
So we're in what is called a slot canyon. which means it's a big hallway that we get to walk through, and we get to take the dogs on this one.
So we just hiked to the end of the closed canyon trail. It's not as bad or as far as we thought it was, but still just pretty, just amazing views, really pretty. And not super busy, but it is steadily having traffic go through it.
I think this hike is great for kids. It's also great for dogs. I mean, we brought water and they were just fine. We didn't really need to hydrate that much because it's really not that long. There are some steep paths, so you want to make sure you have good shoes. And if you're not really sturdy in the knees, it might be a little tough for you, but it's really short, really easy, definitely worth it.
There you go. Good morning, everyone. Today's adventure is Emory Peak, tallest peak in Big Bend and the third tallest peak in Texas. And so to get there, you park at the Chizos Mountain Resort Lodge.
The basin.
The basin.
Yep.
And then you walk along the Pinnacle Trail, and then it spurs off. But everything's super well. There's good signage.
Yeah, very well laid out, easy, and you'll see along in our video, very, very easily marked. You cannot get lost.
So we're gonna get to hiking because we want to get there before it gets hot and enjoy this beautiful view, as you can tell behind us. So let's get rolling. So for those that are wondering what the last 200 yards looks like, this is the trail.
It's a little rough.
Good times. So we just went by some people and they said that there are some bears right down here at the end of the Emory Peak Trail / Pinnacle Trail. So it'll be a nice end to our hike.
So right behind me are two cubs and their mom, just right off the trail, just hanging out.
We're here on our last day at Big Bend, and we wanted to talk about the campground that we're staying at, which is Stillwell Ranch Store and RV Park. Phenomenal little campground. It's off the beaten path in a very, very quiet area. Not much, we don't really have anything bad to say about it. The spots for full hookup are large. They do offer full hookup, partial hookup, and then like almost a complete boondocking, it looks like, over across the road. But incredible campground. Has a little store with basic amenities. You do need to plan on bringing enough food for whoever's traveling with you, but they do have like those ones and twosy things that you may forget. But as far as it goes, the hookup was great, the power was consistent, Everything was right there. It's super easy to get to.
The owners were very kind as well,
Yeah.
very kind people. And the park itself, the RV park itself, is kind of split up into 3 or 4 sections. There's a side where the store is, there's another side on the other side of the store, and then you have the section that is across the street, which you have kind of a section where there's primitive camping and then another little spot for RV hookup. So it's almost like 4 parts of this park. So there's a whole lot of space. The full hookups on this side where we're at have tables, a little gazebo to sit under, and a fireplace, and it's just peaceful out here. Every single morning we're actually watching the sunrise right now. It's a great place to be if you can't find any other spots that are inside of Big Bend or Big Bend Ranch State Park.
Yeah. If you're looking for something a little bit more city feeling, how do you say that town?
Terlingua, which is in Big Bend Ranch State Park, so on the other side of Big Bend. We're on
the Persimmon Gap entrance.
Right,
We're on the
that's where we are.
northeastern side of Big Bend, but on the western side of the Big Bend Park is the city of Terlingua, and it straddles between Big Bend National Park and Big Bend Ranch State Park.
Yep.
Which is awesome as well. But yeah, so we're gonna get packed up and get on the road, but we hope you like this video, and we hope you subscribe if you're new. Welcome, and hope you guys have a great day and a great holidays.